Catholic Charities kept telling us that it happens at the right time and in the right situation, and so you just have to wait for that to happen. It's kind of a God thing is what they said. Then I guess it just happened. We actually had been on the adoption list for 3 years.
We knew we were in the top 3 to be chosen. We were supposed to find out that week, and on Tuesday we received the call at noon, and that's when they said, okay, you were chosen and she's in labor.
In Fargo.
In Fargo.
Yeah.
How fast can you get here?
We didn't really want to tell anybody because we had a few disappointments prior to, and you just don't want to get, too excited. He was in the ICU, so because he was 5 weeks early, and so he had quite a bit of cords and stuff hooked up to him, but they let us touch him, and it was pretty emotional. And then we made the call back to everybody at home that night. He's pretty precious. It's interesting how they say when you first see him,
you know where it's instant.
The whole process of the actual adoption, they kept in communication with us on the way down there. They called every day. Well, we spent 10 days with him in Fargo. I mean, they were very encouraging. If we needed anything, they were very willing to help. In fact, CCND showed up at the hearing where the adoption was final, and that was nice. Once we saw him, I think it was done. I mean, we've never looked back. One thing that I would tell any people looking to adopt, once it happens, you don't look back. I mean, you just get that attachment right away. I just do believe that God has a plan for all of us and that He put us together. I do believe that now, when CCND continue to tell us that it'll happen when it's right, you kind of go, yeah, but when? It's been 3 years, But boy, when it did, I sure can't imagine life without him. It's been awesome. I can't believe it's been a full year already. We're a family now.
I've done foster care for over 20 years. Dmitri, a private family adopted him and brought him from Russia. He was 5 years old, lived in an orphanage. Sometimes children with special needs, you need to spend a lot of time, a lot of care goes into these children. The bonding was tough for him because he was used to being on his own. There was very minimal contact with adults, and that's what children need, especially first 2 years of their life is when they really need that bonding. Well, Dmitri didn't have that, and this family wasn't prepared for that. So they dissolved the adoption, and then that threw Dmitri into the foster care system. He was placed with another friend of mine, and I would help her out on weekends sometimes when she needed someone to watch him. And then as he grew a little older, they realized he needed a placement, a permanent placement.
I was tired of being moved around all the time, and I needed to find a place where I could stay and be in a loving home and all that stuff. It was on my birthday, and I told her, why doesn't she just adopt me?
And I was so taken back because I hadn't thought about it. I truly had not thought about it. And I looked at him and I said, why not? I said, do you want to be adopted? And he goes, yeah, adopt. I want you to be my mom. And that's how Dmitri came into my life. Well, then my same friend had little Brandon in her care, doing foster care. And again, she would call when she needed help on weekends, and I would go get Brandon and bring him here, and he hung out with Dmitri and I. And then one day the county called up and they said, we would really like to find a permanent home for this little guy. What do you think? And I said, well, that's a no-brainer. I mean, absolutely. I feel blessed again. That's how Brandon came into my life. They give you so much. Every day is an enjoyment with these two.
She's there for me whenever I need her. I mean, there have been times that we've had hard times, and she's still there. She's definitely my friend, and she's definitely a great mom. The family bond and everything, there's a good connection. There's definitely a sense of belonging.
I think there's somebody up there with a good plan, definitely. I have strong faith in that.
This was just meant to happen and everything, so I'm glad it did.
I want to see them graduate, go on to college, do the normal things other kids do, get jobs, someday have their own family, and just feel good about life. It's the hardest job you'll ever love.
I've been working with Amanda as her guardian for about 6 years. Amanda was living with her parents, and with them facing their own issues, they weren't able to be the parents that Amanda needed. And so then Amanda became a ward of the state of North Dakota. Catholic Charities as guardian helps her to make a lot of medical decisions, legal, financial.
She is a wonderful guardian. She's kind of like a second mom. She helps me out a lot. She's always there when I have, let's say, an MRI or physical, or she tries to be there.
I think Amanda's been great to work with, and in fact, it's she who lifts me up many days. She's got that just bright personality that is uplifting and can really brighten anybody's day when they're having a bad day. It's been awesome to work with Amanda, to guide her in making decisions. She's very understanding, very positive attitude.
You know, I just love life, pretty much, and I think that has something to do, all that to do with Margaret. Now, I'm really happy.
That's pretty awesome to recognize that and to see the difference that we can make in Amanda's life and the many other individuals that we serve. It really is a lot about the relationship. And just spending time with Amanda, to getting to know her, knowing what her wishes are, her dreams, and helping her make good decisions to reach those.
It makes me feel confident, safe, emotionally stable. Now I know I'm safe. And I know that I have someone to look out for me.
And I think that's your positive attitude, Amanda, that you have a safe home to live in. You've got great staff that work with you.
Yeah, and I have a great guardian. So, thank you for being my guardian.
Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. It's my pleasure.